What up, y'all? In this video, I want to talk about something that I think is crucial, and this is like, I feel like what I'm about to talk about here is where a lot of men make a mistake. It's where they kind of fumble the girl, I guess you could say. And I want to give this tip about, building trust with women and letting them know that you're safe and you're confident in yourself. And that's that you have to be okay with inconsistent communication from a woman. Like, especially in the early stages of getting to know her, you have to be okay with that. So it's like sometimes, they're gonna not text back for a few days, and that might be you who does that too. I'm like that sometimes. I just get busy and days go by and I just don't text people back. And then I'll do it after like a week or whatever. But a lot of the time, you might think that after you, let's say after a day or 12 hours, something, you need to send another text to a woman, but you don't necessarily need to do that. Like if she didn't respond, a lot of the time, you can actually get into a groove of responding to each other like every 3 days. And that, I don't think that's actually bad. Like, sometimes you just have to test it. If you wait 3 days, they might actually respond, and then you can send another text, and then after another 3 days, maybe they respond, and now you know the pace that they're going to be at. They want to respond every 3 days, or they want to respond every 2 days, or maybe they respond every 12 hours. Then you can actually be confident that they will send another text. Like for me, there's some women, like probably few women that I know that are really long distance, live way far away from me, and if I send them a text, they'll probably respond like within 3 weeks, and if they send me a text, I'll probably respond within 3 weeks. And so when I text them after 1 week, I'm not anxious. After 2 weeks, I'm not anxious, because I know that text is probably coming in around 3 weeks. So sometimes you gotta actually test it to find out what happens, and then you'll find out, okay, they actually will respond consistently. It's just not on the timeline that you expected at first. And I do think that it is okay to double text. I don't think double texting is wrong, but wait like a week at least, or I mean, it really depends. Like, if you asked a girl out and she said no, then, or she didn't respond, and it's actually that day, you can actually say, hey, what's up? Like, are we going or not? That type of thing. But you have to be confident in the woman being inconsistent in her communication, or not going not texting you all the time. And this can communicate safety, because you're not gonna try to get obsessed with her, that you can wait, and then maybe she'll open up and start texting you more. Maybe you can see a little opening and then text her back quick, and she'll probably text you back quick, especially if it's something that really grabs your attention. And now you guys can start a new pace of conversation, texting every hour, or every 20 minutes, or maybe even every 2 minutes. But yeah, it's pretty big. It also just shows that you have like a kind of abundance mindset. If you're okay with how quick the woman texts you back, then you're not really gonna look like you're stressed. You're gonna look like you're confident in yourself, and she's not gonna know if you're dating other women, and that's why you have confidence like that. And yeah, and also there's just gonna be times, I feel like, I don't even know if it's just a female thing or just people in general, where they're just not gonna text you suddenly, like. And sometimes it can be more complicated than it looks. Sometimes that person is dealing with something internal. Like, I know this girl who's like kind of avoidant, like attachment style or whatever. And then on our fourth date, she told me that she likes me, and then she ghosted me. No, the next day she didn't ghost me. She like copped an attitude like on purpose and like sabotaged our friendship or relationship, I guess, and has ghosted me since. So sometimes it's something they're dealing with, like internally. Like I'm saying, you know, on the fourth day she said that she likes me, and then like sabotages it the next day and ghosts me for like it's been like 2 months. I reached out multiple times and heard nothing. So, like I'm saying, it's not always you. Sometimes it's literally something they're going through. They're afraid to date. They miss their ex-boyfriend. They're depressed. They're arguing with their parents. Who knows what's going on? So you got to keep that in mind as well. But okay, have a good one, yo. I'm about to go make a cup of coffee. Peace.